And welcome to Around the Table. It is oh my gosh, it's Friday. It's Friday.
TGIF, Dan. TGIF.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
That means
I'm glad.
That means when we're finished today, we can walk out into the parking lot and scream. Yay!
I can scream. I can jump up and down. I can do whatever. Yeah. So there you go.
Absolutely. The week's over. Get out and enjoy it.
Yeah. It's been quite warm, but it's been really, really pretty outside.
I think it's going to get warmer.
The weekend?
Yeah, it's supposed to get heat indexes up over 100 degrees.
Yeah, but there's some chances of rain in there, so we'll just have to see if that cools things. It may feel cooler.
Yeah, I knew we were going to have one last
squall.
heat wave.
Is this a squall? What's a squall?
Squall is like
Is that a rain thing?
It's a rain thing, yeah.
Okay, this is a dry squall. You know what? I looked at our pond yesterday, too, and it's way down.
I know.
Like, we need rain.
Mine's almost dry.
We need rain.
I don't think it's been this dry before. And that's why I think fall's going to come early.
Do you think it's going to be a dud because of all the weather? I do. I don't think it'll be quite as
not unless
vibrant.
It decides to start dumping buckets of water.
Buckets. Hey, look.
I see that. You got your
I got my overalls.
Your holy
overalls.
overalls.
I want you to know these are probably 30 years old. Like, I wore them during my pregnancy with my son, who's 26, and I had them prior to that. They're getting holes in them.
Now, why is there a hole there?
Because this whole thing came out. It came out.
Okay.
I just went, screw it. I'm going to wear them anyway because I like them. But it's Fair Week, so I wore my overalls.
There you go.
My husband, I think he probably looks, when I put these on to go, like, even home anywhere, and he
still, please, I'm not going with you today.
Well, I think he probably wonders if I really want to go out in public like that, and I'm like, wear loud and proud.
I do have a pair of overalls that are about that old, and I can't wear them.
Comfortable.
They're almost X-rated because there's
so many holes
in them. Yeah, so I can't wear them in public.
You should get you a pocket sewer.
I need one of those. One of those where you don't have to pick up the whole sewing machine to sew.
Exactly.
You just use hand sewer.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's good.
Oh,
well, let's talk about weather. You want to do that?
Let's do her.
Slight chance of showers and thunderstorms between 4 and 5 this afternoon.
Okay.
Boy, I hope it rains a little more than that, just an hour.
Yeah.
Mostly sunny with high near 95. Heat index up to 101 today.
Okay.
So if your air conditioner is just about to give out, maybe it'll last one more day.
Let's hope.
20% chance of showers tonight and maybe some thunderstorms, mainly between 9 and 10. What is this 1 hour forecast stuff?
I don't know. I didn't know we ever got that detail. They just want to put, I don't know, Dan.
I have no idea. Anyway, possibly some rain this afternoon and this evening. And then Saturday, you want to tell us what's going on there?
50% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mainly after 1 p.m. So if you're going to the fair, you might want to get your booty out there early.
Yeah,
I don't know.
early.
Mostly sunny with a high of 91. Heat index value of 97. Now, there's no time limit on this rain forecast, on that day. So we'll see what happens.
That's a 50%. That's pretty serious.
That's pretty significant.
Yeah.
Saturday night, a 20% chance of showers, mainly before 1 a.m. And there's a high of 70. Mm-hmm. No, low of 70, excuse me. Sunday's a 40% chance of showers. 89 is the high. Sunday night, a 30% chance of showers and a low of 66. And then on to next week.
Monday, 50% chance of showers continues throughout the weekend. On to Monday, mostly cloudy with a high near 78. It's going to cool off a little bit. Monday night, 20% chance of showers continues with a low around 57. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, it looks like the highs are going to be in the mid-70s.
That's your weather, isn't it?
I like this weather. Yeah, I like the
70s.
I like the 70s.
It's just a little chilly
60s
for me.
and 70s. I like 30-degree weather, but nothing lower than that.
Good for you.
Oh boy!
Everybody's happy for you.
You're going to sit over there and shame me for my
No, I'm not
choice
saying
in
I
weather.
did. Well, I agree to disagree.
Okay.
How about that?
All right.
Okay.
Our last topic to ponder. Did you look at our on our graphic? Did you see it?
Yes, it's on there.
Okay.
Today's?
Yes.
Yes.
Could you read it because I changed it here.
Oh, is it time?
Hold on a second.
Okay. Oh, we need to. So sorry.
Get up, get moving, get
intro.
those thinking caps on. It's time to ponder this topic.
He's got the wrong one on here.
Okay, no, it's probably right because I told him to change it.
Which one are you going to do?
What's on the?
It is time to Is it time to drastically change our Declaration of Independence?
Is that what he's written?
Yeah.
I really wanted it to be our founding documents.
See, that's what your thing says.
Yes.
So we can. Here's what I'm going to do. Let me see if anybody. Oh, there's been 11 comments.
Oh, that's
already.
fine.
I can't
That's
change
fine.
it.
That's fine. I think
So-
people get the idea. There's been some conversations that we should change some of the amendments in the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. And should we? You know, our
Well,
country's
both the people that commented here all said no.
right. Our country is 200 some years old now. Shouldn't we change?
We are wanting to change it to fit our narrative.
We want to fit it. We want to change it to fit our comfort zone.
Okay.
Yeah, we want our
Kind of
life to be less restrictive in certain areas.
So does that not limp up our
Limp up?
responsibility? You know what? I couldn't think of a word that
Limp. Okay.
does
Well,
that not
yes,
make our
that's perfect.
resolve?
That's
and
perfect.
we don't have to work for it so hard anymore. It's just like NIMBY.
How
What
do-
is that namby pamby?
How do you feel when somebody wants you to do a chore that you don't want to do? You feel limp, right?
Thank you.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I'm like,
It's too.
ugh.
But the problem with that thought is the reason our founding fathers did what they did was to get away from the restricted freedom that we didn't have in England, and that's why they moved here. That's why they came here, and they formed a new more perfect government to where everybody has their own government inside them to make the right decisions.
Right, and that, I mean, for me, that's based on my belief in God and
Well,
all
this
that.
nation
But
was built
but that's
on
right,
godly
and there's in the
values.
whole separation.
Yeah. What are some of the answers?
Okay, I'll tell you in just a second. But what
I
are they
wanna know
wanting to
now.
change? What are they wanting to change? I mean, what exactly? I
They're
haven't
wanting
really,
to change. Of course, they're wanting to get rid of the Fifth Amendment, which
Right.
is carrying guns.
Right.
And the First Amendment, they want to get rid of that too. They want to alter it, which is freedom of speech. They want to rule certain kind of speech that cannot be said.
That's
Yeah.
no, just no.
The problem is we don't have open debate, and we have lost respect for someone else's opinion.
For reals.
Yeah.
So we don't care. We're just going to shove it down your throat.
We don't care. Well, some people don't care. They just want to shut you up because they don't like what you
Well,
have to
because it's in
talk
opposition
about.
to what someone may say. Okay, so here's one. No, as others said, just enforce what we have. Can you imagine the thousands of pages it would contain if changed in today's world? Its power is in simplicity. And somebody said, no, it ain't broken, and we don't need to leave history alone, and absolutely not. It doesn't need to be rewritten, revised, or reworked. Thank you. Yeah, I agree. That's my thought. Why would we need to change a document that formalized declaring independence from Great Britain in 1776?
Right.
That's one of the things.
And
you
that's
just
what the
said.
Declaration of Independence did. It changed our thought process of being totally free and independent from another
Yeah.
government.
No, just enforce it. Don't change it.
You know what aggravates me, and I've said this before, that a lot of people get into the office and their main focus is to create a bill so that makes them feel like
They've done something.
I've
maybe?
done something while I'm up here. You know, there's so many bills and so many resolutions and CRs and all that stuff.
It's a broken system.
There's too many laws. Go back to the basics and look at our founding documents and follow those.
Now Hillary says yes. She thinks so.
See?
So there you go. I might have to dive into that with her
There you
just
go.
to see what prompted that response.
But was that her only response?
She just said yes. Yeah.
We should change it. And
Yeah.
she has a reason for that. Well,
Right.
we will put her
I
in
would
a room.
entertain that for sure. You know,
After the show, we're going to lock her in a room and we're going to interrogate
we're
her.
going to lock her in the bathroom with her 2 siblings.
We appreciate you being very interactive with us
Yes.
this week. We've gotten quite a bit from those, I call them political point topics.
I think
to ponder.
it's a hot topic.
It is a hot topic.
Yeah. So
And we'll try to come up with some hot topics for next week.
okay.
Maybe we'll dive into personal matters.
I know it's up to Dan. I'm gonna let you pick on him
you
again.
just want me to pick
You
on-
get to pick. You
All
need
right.
to pick next week.
Let's do some history.
Okay.
We're doomed to repeat ourselves, so let's find out what happened today in history.
It was a one-sided victory, no question about it. I feel I can do better. I think that I would like a return match.
That was Bobby Riggs. 50 years ago today, Billie Jean King defeated Bobby Riggs in straight sets at the Houston Astrodome. It was the tennis match billed as the Battle of the Sexes. When it was over, Riggs hoped they would be able to play again.
They didn't.
No.
No, once is enough, I think. She made her point.
Yeah.
I really don't care because I wish Margaret hadn't played him in the first place.
Well,
And this was Billie Jean King and said, forget about it.
basically.
It was Margaret's court's earlier loss to Riggs that led King to decide to play in the match.
I'd save every day like a treasure, and then again I would spend them with you. But there never seems to be enough time to do the things you want to do once you find them.
Wow. Okay. 50 years ago today, singer-songwriter Jim Croce died in a plane crash in Louisiana. He was 30 years old. The song Time in a Bottle became even more poignant after his death.
Mm-hmm.
I loved that song.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jim Croce. This was 36 years ago. The Cosby Show debuted on NBC,
Okay.
starring Bill Cosby.
Relief. I was so relieved. I'm like, phew.
35 years ago today, a day after hitting his head on the board, American Greg Louganis won the gold medal for springboard diving at the Summer Olympics in Seoul. Afterwards, he told reporters what he was feeling. Louganis revealed several years later what else was on his mind at the time, that he was HIV positive. He had worried then about infecting other divers and having his HIV status revealed.
Yeah. Do you remember that when he hit his
Yeah,
head? Hit
I
the,
do.
the back of his head.
think it was the back of his head.
Yeah. Wow. And
Yeah.
it was on wasn't on a board. It was a platform, I think.
Oh,
Did
it said springboard diving.
Oh,
but,
okay, springboard.
Isn't that the one that...
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
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 For the first time in my career, I won't have to come up with white lies when I'm asked, what did you do this weekend? Who's Dan?
This is 12 years ago, back in 2011. Repeal of the U.S. military's 18-year-old Don't Ask, Don't Tell compromise took effect, allowing gay and lesbian service members to serve openly. Navy Lieutenant Gary Ross married his longtime partner right after the new policy took effect at midnight.
All right.
The winds are ferocious right now, gusting above 120 miles per hour, severing the tops of the palm trees and ripping off the boarding that's on buildings.
6 years ago today, Hurricane Maria struck Puerto Rico, causing an island-wide blackout that contributed to the deaths of almost 3,000 people. CBS News correspondent David Begnaud described the scene in San Juan.
Mm-hmm.
You wanna be Americano, Americano, Americano. You were born in Italy. You try living a la moda. But if you drink whiskey and soda, all you do is sing off key.
She was a hot bombshell back in the day. This was a birthday cut today, 89 years old today, born in 1934. Sophia Loren was born, and her credits include It Started in Naples. I think she was in several other movies because she was, I know when I was growing up, I saw her everywhere. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think she was in a lot of movies.
She was hot.
She was hot. She was Italiano. Yeah.
Trouble it might drag you down. You get lost, you can always be found. Just know you're not alone. 'Cause I'm gonna make this place your home.
33 years ago today, singer Philip Phillips was born, and that was the theme, or sorry, that was the that was his song, Home. All right.
Okay.
What are we going to do? Take a break and then talk with...
We're going to talk with Allison Black. I'm going to try to get her on the phone, and then we will usher in our next guest.
Which are a couple of cast members of Little Shop of Horrors, which opens next weekend.
Those people.
Amy Sorenson and Kendra Hinrichs will be in the
theater
studio.
people.
Yeah, it's theater people.
Okay.
Us, yeah, we're very dramatic.
We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have more for you from around the table with Dan and Ann. Stay with us.
Around the Table, streaming live on Facebook and Hometown TV, channel 26.1.
And welcome back to Around the Table. We should have with us on the phone Allison Black. Are you there?
I'm here. Good morning.
Good morning. Now, Allison's out at the Northwest Arkansas District Fairgrounds, and you want to tell us what's going on today?
So today we have two shows on the agenda today. We have our goat show. It's going to start at 1, and our heifer show starts at 6:30. The carnival will open at 6, but probably the most exciting thing is our fish fry tonight.
Yes.
At
Right.
the kitchen.
Wow.
So
Give us details.
Our fish fry is going to benefit our livestock exhibitors. So 100% of the proceeds goes to those kids that show livestock. And it's $15, and you get 4 pieces of fish, 2 hush puppies, beans, and coleslaw, and a drink. In the country kitchen, we start serving at 4 o'clock and until we run out. And I hope we run out. I have 150 pounds of catfish, so I hope we sell out.
Are you going to take it home and eat it for the next month?
Oh, boy.
I hope not. I hope we sell out. We
I
want
hope
to
you
sell it
will,
all
too.
and raise as much money as we can for the kids.
Yeah, well, we hear we've got some weather maybe coming in this weekend, so, but I think it's going to be spotty, so we may be good.
I hope so. I hope so. No rain. Please don't
Yeah.
rain.
Right.
Well, I bet you're kind of winding down. This is going to be Saturday's the last day. Is that correct, or are you going into Sunday?
So Saturday is our last official day. So that's the Demolition Derby, and it starts at 7 o'clock on Saturday. The carnival kicks off Saturday at 1. So that's going to be our last official day. Sunday is cleanup, and everybody comes and gets their
Yeah.
exhibits out of the exhibit buildings. So Saturday is our official last day of the fair.
Okay.
And you get to step back and go,
That's right. We
Yeah.
get to take a little bit of a break before we kick in for next year.
right.
Yeah. And the commercial buildings are open, and the agricultural buildings are open, and also the carnival starts, and the armbands. Tell us about the armbands one more time.
So armbands are $30, and you can also buy ride tickets. Each ticket is $1, and each ride will take 4 or 5 tickets, and that starts at 6 o'clock tonight. We do charge gate admission starting at 5, so if you want to get here early and avoid that admission
Yeah.
charge, then get here before 5, come to the country kitchen, grab yourself a hamburger
Mhm.
or catfish for our
Catfish.
Fish
fundraiser,
fry.
and then hit the carnival.
All right. Perfect. What a
Allison,
fun.
anything else we've forgotten?
I don't think so. I think we covered just about everything.
Well, you could put another feather in your hat. It sounds like another successful fair.
I hope so.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for
Thank
joining
you.
us today, and wish everybody to get out and enjoy the fair this weekend.
Yeah, come see us at the fair.
All right.
Thanks, Allison.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
All right.
Okay,
all
there
right.
you are.
In the studio we have with us now, we have Amy Sorenson and Kinder Hinrichs.
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 Let's go with Hinrichs.
Hinrich.
Hinrichs. Now, I'm going to hit you. Hinrichs.
Just slap me from over there.
I
would
will.
ya?
And they are in the play Little Shop of Horrors, which, it's been all over Facebook. But tell us a little bit about why. Why did you want to do this one, maybe, and where you are, who you are. So, but whoever wants to go first, I don't care.
I'll go first.
Okay.
This play is one from my childhood. I really love it. It's so iconic. It's amazing production. It's been a dream role of mine to
It's
play
music.
Seymour. It's a musical.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
It's been a dream production and role of mine for as long as I can remember. If you've ever watched the movie, it stars Rick Moranis, and
Sure.
my family always says I look like Rick Moranis, so it's kind of
so you just
typecasting
kinda
a little bit.
yeah, okay,
exactly. So, and also I was home after graduating college, and I had nothing better to do. So,
Well, there you go. And then Amy, you got a part in here. And I want to mention that Amy is from Branson. So she commutes down here for every, this isn't the first time you've done that either, for every rehearsal. So tell us what your part is and why was this thing up when you wanted to do?
Okay. Well, I play Audrey,
Okay.
and Little Shop of Horrors has been one of my favorite musicals for a very long time. I I think it's got a lot of super fun songs in it.
Mm-hmm.
I learned Somewhere That's Green when I was 13 years old, so I've been singing it since then. My family actually said they're going to cry whenever I sing it. But and I saw you guys were doing it, and Audrey's a great role, and she doesn't dance. Even better, 'cause I'm not a dancer.
Right.
So, yeah.
So you said, yes, I want to do it, and
Yes.
here you are with 2 major roles.
Yeah.
So what a great... how big is the cast? Is there...
It's an 8-person cast.
It's
incredibly small.
Yeah, it's incredibly small, which puts a lot of times that means, okay, you got more lines to learn. You got more lines, because I can fill a certain amount of time with this cool production.
Are there some people playing dual roles?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
Daniel plays 10 different characters.
Daniel plays
okay.
10 characters.
Of course he does.
Exactly.
So
that would be Daniel
This could
C.
actually be a 20-person.
Oh,
yeah.
It could be much
Yes.
bigger,
Yes.
but the small cast is really great because everyone gets a moment to shine in the show.
Yeah.
And especially with Daniel, because he gets like 4 characters he has to be back to back within like one song.
Oh.
So
Wow.
he gets to do a lot of acting and a lot
But
of character
he
choices.
eats that up, so good for him.
Are there any ego clashes during the cast members?
I don't think ego has been a big problem between all of us.
That's good.
I think we all enjoy each other's company and we
That's
all
good,
like each
yeah.
other.
Well,
so.
good. Who's directing it?
It is by Jules and Richie. They're
Richie
doing it
Amburn
together.
and
Yes.
Juliana Hamblin,
Yes.
if you're wondering.
Couldn't remember Richie's last name.
I got it for you.
Thank you. But yeah, they've both done a fantastic job, and they have really opened us all up to like trying to get to work each other, like work out and like have fun with the show.
Right.
Kind of explore these characters and do a lot of improv.
Do you want to tell us kind of if I can't imagine anybody doesn't know the story, but would you give a synopsis of it so that if our viewers and listeners would like
could
to?
talk.
Yeah.
Okay.
He likes to talk a lot.
Okay.
Sure.
Whoever, yeah.
The synopsis of the show is about a floor shop in a very seedy part of town where this guy named Seymour, he finds this this strange and interesting plant.
Right.
And because of this plant, all these sudden things start to happen to him, and his life starts to go in this brand new direction, and it opens up to all these kooky characters to come in, and they all have these fun interactions with each other. And the horror from it really comes when you find out that the plant only grows when it's fed blood. So
Oh, God.
There's the horror of it all.
you can only imagine how far that kind of goes.
Yes.
I don't want to give too much away,
No,
but it
no.
Doesn't the plant grow throughout the play?
Throughout the whole show, it starts.
Yeah.
It rapidly grows. Starts out a little small seed within a little coffee can, but by the end, it's pretty much taken over the entire
And this
shop.
is like, tell us about that, the actual plant, because it's I don't know how to describe it.
massive. It's
And somebody's in it?
Yes. So about the third stage and the fourth stage, there's somebody actually inside the plant. The first
Okay.
2 stages, it's kind of like a puppet I use
Yeah.
with my hand.
Uh-huh.
But the third stage, we have our friend Max, who is helping us out there. She is controlling the puppet, and it's been a whole lot of working with Abby, who's the voice of the plant, and trying to make sure
Okay.
that the puppet matches up with the voice, because the
Right.
voice isn't inside the
Right,
puppet.
right,
So
right.
it's been a whole ordeal. And then we have the bigger plant at the end, and it's massive. It's so big that it's just really, it's huge. It's kind of hard to describe.
So
I don't
people
remember-
will, so people will actually see the puppet. It won't be like a cardboard cutout.
No,
This
no,
is a 3-dimensional, actual
Yes.
soft, living thing,
And
right?
I think if you'll go to the Lyric Harrison Ozark Arts Council page, they may have a short clip of the plant
Actually
itself that you
moving.
could check it out.
Yeah, I believe it's the third one
Okay.
they have.
Okay, but it's something other
Yes.
than just one sitting there.
Yeah.
So give us details about. I know you open when.
Next Friday,
Next Friday.
Okay, and that would be. Do you know the
the
date?
27th.
Yes.
The 27th of September, and then you run for how long?
To the first weekend of October.
The 4th, 5th, and 6th.
Yep.
So it's just on the weekend, right?
Yeah, Friday, Saturday,
Friday,
Sunday,
Saturday,
yes.
Sunday. So the 27th through the 29th. And the evening performances are at 7 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And the Sunday performances are
2. At 2.
at 2 p.m.
Yes.
And how do people get tickets?
You can go to thelyric.com
.org. Okay.
Or the Facebook page, I think, should have a link to buy tickets.
Yeah. And you can go on the lyric.org. You can go and there's a tab that says buy tickets.
Yeah, and there's also a seat layout where you can choose your seat. But you want, if you want the best seats, you have a certain special place that you want to sit in the theater. You can pick those.
Now, do you feel ready?
Oh yeah, 100%. I feel ready.
All right, cool. Amy is not saying anything. All right, we're just going to go with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come see this. This sounds like a great production, and it's always fun to come and support the arts, but also to support local talent, and you're almost local. Branson's not that far, so.
Well, it sounds like everyone is pretty meshed together as far as going to have fun with this production. So that's gonna really shine and show in the audience. So I think people get their money's worth, don't you think?
I think so. I feel like if you leave that show not having a good time, then you're just not a fun person.
That's on you.
That's just on you.
You got a problem.
All right. Well, thanks, guys.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, come see the show, and thank you, Amy and Kendra, for being. Is there any last minute anything you want to throw out, or you?
I'd like to remind our listeners that the Audrey 2 is on display exclusively at Mystic Skid Row Florist.
Okay. There you go.
That was a shameless plug.
Yeah, shameless.
Plug.
But that's
Pretty
okay.
Shameless. All right, we're going to take a break, and we'll do some shameless plugs right here. Stay with us. And welcome back to Around the Table. We're having a fun day here in the studio with our guests and our little in-between break banter.
Yes, our in-between break banter.
We read these little trendy stories that we bring you, and some of them are just so outlandish. Have you got one over there, Ann, you would like to talk about?
Well, I do. Excuse me. Yeah. So, I don't even know where I was like getting all excited because I was getting ready to do some local stuff. So I wanted.
Oh, you want to do some?
Well,
local stuff?
we'll get to it.
Okay.
We'll get to it. We'll have to right this second.
Got quite a bit of time to burn here.
Okay, here. You can go to the zoo and see pandas, right?
Yes.
If it looks like a panda, it should be
It's got to be a panda.
Well, okay. The Chinese zoo painted some dogs black and white to look like pandas, and they finally admitted it. And even dumber to believe them when they denied it over and over. I guess I didn't see pictures of it, but it must have been quite obvious.
They were, what's these?
Chow chows.
Chow chows, yes. And I saw a picture of those. I saw them, and they painted, you know how the black goes on the, they must have airbrushed the black paint to make them look just like pandas. And I'm looking at it, and I go, that looks like a dog.
Really?
Yes.
You know what? It was a dog. It was a chow chow dog. Like, do they think we're stupid?
Apparently.
But evidently, there's a lot of people, maybe some customers who might be a little bit angrified because they paid money to go see the pandas, and that's not what they saw. They saw chow chow.
To be, I don't know, honest about it, I think that they thought, it's just the kids that come to look at these animals. They'll won't know the difference.
Okay. Wow.
New York Rat Convention learns that rodents are kinky.
Okay.
New York City has held its 2-day convention for rats. They were invited. But
convention for rats? What does that mean?
They weren't invited, but rodent experts from around the world were to try to figure out how to rid New York of its rat problem. But the one thing everyone's talking about is the new research they unveiled that rats pee on each other as a way of asserting dominance. And by the way, the experts agree that New York will always have rats. There are just too many to exterminate. The rat problem's going to stay there.
I guess so.
Yeah.
That's why they say some parts of New York are really nasty.
Have you been to New York?
Several times.
Have you seen a rat?
I don't know that I've probably, yeah.
They're
giant.
They are this big, and that's probably small.
But there's a lot of you have to look at the big picture too. There's a lot of homeless people, and anyway, never mind. I'm not going to go there. I won't do that. Okay, I'm just thinking, wow. Okay. She was banned for a woman was banned from cruise for complaining about a trip online. Or complaining about that trip. An American woman who sold her belongings to go on 3-year-long cruise was banned from the ship before it set sail.
Why?
She used WhatsApp to talk to other passengers about problems with the cruise, which was delayed by 4 months. The owner of the ship said her behavior had impacted the morale of the other passengers. I guess they got on there, bashed the thing before getting on there.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's probably not a bad thing to find out about it, but maybe you should do that before you ever book the cruise, right?
Right.
I don't know. I just thought, wow, okay, you screwed yourself in the pooch there.
Yeah, and also this woman gets prison time for an apple juice fight with a TSA agent. Do you have any problems with TSA agents when you go through? And
no, but let me tell you, when we get to the airport like at 5:30 in the morning or 5 for most of our flights, so we're just kind of doing our thing. We want to get our thing done, get through TSA and all that.
As quick as possible.
And luckily, we do have TSA pre-check, so in some places that's really helpful. But my goal is, if that TSA person, the first one you come to, is not smiling, I'm going to smile as big as I can.
Oh, really?
Yes. You know what? I'm a happy customer.
Yeah.
You can be happy.
Yeah.
I will allow you to be happy. You know what I mean? That's my goal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just good to be happy every single day of the week, if you can.
If you can.
Anyway, this 20-year-old woman is going to prison for beating up a TSA agent. I mean, she beat him up.
You saw a video?
No, I didn't see
Okay.
that. At the airport in Phoenix, she was convicted of grabbing the TSA agent by the hair, pulling them down to the ground, and punching them in the head. It took 3 extra agents to finally restrain her. And that was when she was so miffed about the first. What was she so miffed about in the first place? She was mad that they made her throw out her bottle of apple
You
juice.
don't buy anything like that before you go through TSA. They'll also take your water bottle.
Yeah.
Unless you want to go back out, go dump it, and come back in and go through the whole process again.
Yeah. Can you take an empty water bottle?
Yes, I do that all the time.
Okay.
But it's got to be empty.
But what
Duh.
do they do if there's water in it? They throw the whole thing away?
You
Is
can
that-
either throw the whole thing away, or I've had the
Go find
option
us.
to go back through the whole security line at the very back, and start over after you've dumped it.
And the reason they do that is because the liquid could be an explosive
Well,
or
that's-
something.
yeah.
Yeah. Could be nitroglycerin.
I don't know.
Anyway.
Okay.
Okay. You know, they're saying that why the Russian government is now encouraging sex at work. Why would they do that?
Why? To make people happy? I don't know. What is
know.
it?
It says, while most of us can't even complain, if we even compliment a coworker's shoes without getting written up by the HR, Russia is now encouraging workers to get it on at the office.
Oh.
They're just launched a Nookie at Work campaign as a way to boost lagging birth rates. I guess, they need the population expanded, and being busy with work isn't an excuse or not getting busy on the job. So if you're busy at work, you should be getting busy on the job too. The government says that's what your lunch break is for, just like here at a lot of young Russians just don't want kids, and that's why they don't. Is they just don't want kids. I'm sure that they say the world's not worth bringing a child into.
Well, it's kind of a scary world to bring them into. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
it sure
I think.
is.
Anyway.
Sure is.
Anyway, I don't usually do like the socialites or the stars or whatever you want to call it, but the whole Diddy thing. I'd read little bits and pieces about Diddy, and he was denied bail and yada, yada, yada. And I didn't even really know the depth of why he was in trouble. So
you looked into it?
Well, some article came up, and it was like I had no idea that it was sex trafficking and all these other terrible things. And I don't know. Yet,
Well,
if somebody endorses, say, a political candidate too, you really, you don't know. You don't know that
Right.
person. You don't know
You
that
don't
person.
know. Well, we did the Bill Cosby theme music, and
Yeah, that was a whole nother.
He ended up, drugging women to have sex with them, and without their consent. So the reason they didn't allow him bail, do you know why?
Why?
Because they're afraid for his life.
Somebody will kill him.
Because he's got. He took video of everything.
He got a lot of enemies.
He may have a lot of well-known people that could ruin their
it's
careers.
for your own good.
Yeah,
I'm spanking you for your own good.
which is going to be interesting when this all, is revealed. What's going on? If it does get revealed, it may get
does.
swept under the rug like
Right.
the other guy.
But I didn't, because I don't pay a lot of attention to all that. A star gets blah, 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 and I don't necessarily go read the article.
Right, you wouldn't
But
be
there had
smiling
been
all day
several
if you.
things in the news about Diddy, and I just, that article went on to explain why. I was like, okay.
How would you like to take a break? You want to do some local stuff
we get back.
come back?
Yeah.
Okay, let's take a quick break, and when we come back, Anna's going to fill us in on some updates on local happenings in and around the area. We'll do that in just a few minutes. Stick around, stay with us. We'll be right back.
96.1.
Welcome back to Around the Table. And what's going on, Ann?
I don't know. You were looking that way, so I thought.
I saw a shadow. But
It's
it was
Beamer.
It's a reflection of
You
Beamer.
know what? That's scary because now we got stereo Beamer, and that's just kind of freaky to me. I'm not sure I can deal with stereo Beamer.
If you don't listen to the morning show from 6 to 9 with Beamer, you're missing something very unusual.
Very.
He is very unusual.
Yeah, very.
Very, very, yeah.
He's a good guy, though.
Yes.
So, coming up this weekend,
Mm-hmm.
of course, there's the Northwest Arkansas District Fair. And there's also a Boone County Best Pet contest going on at Harrison's Mini Park Stage. Where's the Mini Park Stage?
It's over there at the, right across, down from my office there.
Okay.
Right where they're,
So I guess
where
you
they're
have to-
building the bridge.
Park, Irving Park.
On the south
I gotcha.
side
Okay.
of the bridge where they're building. That's the park right
Okay.
there. Minnie Harris Park.
And that's at 10 a.m. The entry fee is $20. It is a fundraiser for the Ozark Humane Society. And they're going to have several
cool.
different divisions. And they're even going to have a best feline pets if you want to bring your
If you
kitty.
If you could put a leash on it.
My kitty would not work out well with that. Anyway, they want to help with, they want to improve some things at the shelter, repairs and stuff. And this is what they're
You know,
trying to do.
I wish that there was enough interest in the community to build a new facility for them.
Wouldn't you love that?
They really their facility is an old house.
Yeah.
And it's been patched and repaired so many times, and it would be nice if they had a newer, more instead of antiquated,
Right.
facility.
Right. And also a reminder that the Heart of the Ozarks Corvette show, which is hosted by Heart of the Ozarks.
That's tomorrow, isn't it?
Oklahoma Corvette show. Yes, and that's tomorrow on the square, and they're expecting over 160 Corvettes.
Yeah, and one of the judges is a Beamer.
Oh, well, good.
Yeah,
I
he'll
didn't
be down
know
there.
that.
I think it's 9:30 in the morning. I don't know exactly what time, but I think that's what time they wanted him to be down
They
there
want
to do the
registration
judging.
from 7:30 to 9:30, so
Yes.
I'd say at 9:30.
Yes, that's when the
now, I
judging
will
happens.
say that a reminder that the Farmers and Artisans Market is going on, and there will be businesses, and there will be three sides of the road that will be blocked off on the square. So just be mindful of that and expect a little delay and have to go find you a spot.
Yeah.
But
yeah, you may have to park a little.
we like to, but
park a little out of the way
you
and
may
walk.
have to, but it's okay.
But if you're handicapped, you might want to have somebody drive you there, and then you can get out, and then they can park the car and
Just have to think ahead a bit.
yeah, a little bit.
Also, on Tuesday, the 24th, is the Boone County Health Unit's vaccination clinic.
Okay.
And that will happen at the Department of Health.
What kind of vaccinations they giving?
Flu.
Probably flu and COVID-19.
Well, I know flu. It says community flu vaccine clinic.
Right. I bet
So
there's both.
Right. And also next week is the rodeo parade.
Okay.
And then the rodeo will be on the weekend, but we'll maybe hit
Okay.
a little more on that next week.
And also, if you're driving south on Highway 7, they put that new bridge in, and they're paving. They're doing the final paving.
Okay.
They did some yesterday, and they're doing some. It took me a little while to get here because they were paving early this morning, and they may be finished by now. But if you're in a hurry, you're going to be slowed down by traffic. One
just
lane
allow
traffic.
extra time.
Yeah.
Expect some delay. And something that I got a flyer about that will actually not be till October, but it's an upcoming deal. So I'm going to say on save the date for Saturday, October 12th, Railroad Day at the Boone County Heritage and Railroad Museum. So that will be an event going on there at 10 a.m. to 3. And that's also the day of Creekside's grand opening.
Yes.
So you can just kind of hang around down in the downtown area and see what else will be.
I like to do a little tour of that place.
Yeah, I think that. So they didn't invite us to come do a tour. I was a little bit sad about that.
He didn't invite us?
No.
Who didn't invite us?
The Creekside people.
I think it's open to the public. Are we not public?
Well, they're not open yet. No, I'm just making banter.
Okay.
Okay.
I've got a little story here. You know that, we talked about there's a website, and I don't know what it is, but if you could search for the number of satellites that are out in space, and I think
Okay.
there's several hundred, or if not thousands of them out circling.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, Elon Musk's new satellites are blocking views of the universe. There's so many of his satellites. Skylink is a satellite-based internet service that he keeps putting these satellites out into space. He's got quite a few. The newest versions of Elon Musk Starlink satellites are proving super fast internet all over the world. And the bad news is they're so powerful that they're blocking views of the universe. A new study finds that their radio waves are messing with telescopes.
Wow.
And astronomers aren't happy about it. They've even complained to the company. The new satellites are 32 times stronger than old versions.
So, how do you resolve that, I wonder?
I bet
what's the right way to...
I bet you say, well, you just have to deal with it. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like your neighbor.
Well, yeah.
It's like your neighbor's trees.
It's not like it's official business that it's... You know what I mean? It's... Right?
Yeah, and who regulates space?
Well, there's a whole nother thing.
Yeah. It's like your neighbor. If you have a fence between you and your neighbor, and he has a big oak tree, who owns the tree?
Okay.
Does he own the tree, or do you own the tree? You own the branches that encroach over
your side.
Your side of the fence. So you could cut out every one of those limbs all the way out.
You can make it ugly as heck, and they want to cut it down, but you can't cut it down.
I don't know how you deal with that.
Until their flipping tree falls on your fence. And then it's like, if you want the fence fixed, if you got livestock, it's kind of your problem.
Yeah, and your neighbor says, your problem, it's your tree.
Exactly.
There you
well,
go.
no, it's their tree.
I know, but you cut it, and
but
it's on your property.
Exactly.
It's your tree now, I guess.
Right.
I don't know. You know what today is?
Oh, no.
National Pepperoni Pizza Day.
Oh, I like
Celebrating
pepperoni pizza.
America's favorite pizza topping. 2/3 of all pizzas made in the United States are pepperonied.
Oh, okay.
Something on them with a pepperoni.
Okay.
It's National Gibberish Day.
What is we do a little bit on this show.
Just about every other sentence has a little bit of gibberish in it. Doesn't matter what you say, as long as no one can understand what the heck you say. If you're
I know what I said.
Even if you're about somebody some whatever, watch some Friday geese.
But I brought some for lunch.
It's National Fried Rice Day.
Put that with your gibberish.
Yeah. Okay.
National String Cheese Day. I like some string cheese.
Do you?
Yeah. National Kiss Day. Love Note Day.
Oh.
Send a note filled with sweet, heartfelt thoughts to a special someone in your life.
Okay.
There you go.
Sounds like a good thing to do.
New iPhone 16 and Apple Watch 10 go on sale.
Are you getting yours?
No.
You're not trading yours in?
Not at this
point.
point.
They give you a cash back if you trade your phone in.
I know. I keep one in case somebody's phone goes kaput.
Oh, okay.
So I have one backup, and I need to keep one.
Phone?
Well, yeah, but it's old. It's older.
That's what you call a burner phone.
Whatever. We just keep one that can function for somebody in the event that we have a phone that goes crap.
Does that happen a lot? Do you
to
drop
with
your
my
toilet
son.
in the phone in the toilet?
No, I have done that. But these are kind of waterproof, so it's not a big issue now.
Okay.
But I have a 14 Pro, and I don't know. I'm not ready to switch phones yet.
You're satisfied.
Yeah.
Saturday is last full day of summer.
Oh, this causes me some angst and sorrow.
Not to me.
Okay.
Bring it on.
It's Oktoberfest.
That's Saturday's the start of Oktoberfest. It's also Miniature Golf Day on Saturday.
Okay.
It's kind of like
you like mini golf?
Putt. Yeah, it's kind of fun. Yeah. It's also Pause the World Day.
Turn off your phone. Oh.
Turn off the phone, TV, and whatever else makes noise except the radio, of course. Today's about chilling out in peace with nature and just with a cup of coffee. That sounds good.
Hey, do you know what someone who's really good at escaping is called?
No.
An escapologist.
Ooh.
And it just happens to be National Escapologist Day.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, we hope you have a great weekend. By golly, I'm going to force myself.
Sunday will be the first day of fall. I hope it's nice weather and you're out enjoying the cooler temps that will be here.
Of course, today it's going to be in the hundreds, the heat index. So
maybe not today.
Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday.